Hello everyone, it's Amanda Bach with Bach Star Stamping coming at you with another Stamping Around the World video hop. Our theme this month is insects, so I decided to use the Sketch Butterflies stamp set. I love this stamp set. So first things first, we are going to get stamping. I had just a scrap here of basic white. I've already had my stamp mounted. We're going to use our Memento Tuxedo black ink. After you watch this video, be sure to click the description box below and catch out all the wonderful demonstrators who are participating this month. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of amazing things. I'm just giving this an extra second because I want to make sure it really soaks in. Perfect. Okay, I wanted to do that first because we're going to color this, and I wanted to make sure that that ink had a chance to dry. So I'm going to set that to the side over here. All right, next step, you're going to need a card base. I'm using Petunia Pop. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. My bone folder here. Give it a good burnish. There we go. All right. Then I have a matte layer of 5 1/4 by 4, and you'll notice that I have taken some deckled circles dies. I've taken it out of the middle because I'm going to cover this up, so I'm just saving some paper. I'm also going to need this one. Now the deckled circle dies are amazing. There's a lot of them. Let me grab them here. So I'm using the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th and the 6th one is what I've used for this project. All right, then you're going to need a piece of basic white, which is hiding from me. There it is. Which is 5 by 3 1/4, and we're going to do some stamping on this. So go ahead and get that. We're going to use this little butterfly right here and our Memento Tuxedo black ink. Did I say that was Petunia Pop? That's Petunia Pop. We're going to randomly do some stamping with our little butterfly on this piece of paper. Oh, I love this stamp. Love this stamp. Let's make this one go this way. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I have 7. Okay, that was my goal, was to get 7 on there. And while we're still waiting for that to dry, let's do our last stamping. You're going to need, I just have a 1/2 inch scrap here, 1/2 inch strip. And I have chosen to use, from Thoughtful Wishes, the Dearest Friend. Let me grab that. And we're going to do that one in Petunia Pop. I love this in color. All right, Dearest Friend. And I'm going to scooch it down just a little bit so I can really see it. And I like to line it up on a line on my grid paper. Right like that. Let's see how I did. I'll take it. Great. Now we are going to cut this at an angle with our paper snips, like that-ish. Great. And we can go ahead and assemble our card while we wait to do something else with that butterfly that we stamped. Give it, just make sure it's super dry before we start adding the color. And I like to use green glue. Of course, you can use whichever adhesive you like. I'm not really a tape runner girl, but I like me some green glue. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and put this one on. There we go. Okay. Now I've got this, and it is going to cover up some butterflies, but that's okay. That's okay. So I've got my basic black deckled circle. Then I've got a smaller one of basic white that I used with this die. So we're going to go ahead and get that all ready so when we're finished with our butterfly, we can pop it right in the middle. It'll be so pretty. I'm going to show you a different way to color that I don't know if you know about. All right, and then Dearest Friend, we're going to put right there. Make sure it's straightish. Let me look at it this way. Okay, so for the most part, we're done with our card front. I'm gonna set that aside over here. All right, so I have my butterfly. Now, how am I going to color this? I'm gonna need my silicone craft sheet. You're going to need our secret ingredient for today, the Pearlized Enamel Effects Basics. They are in a 3-pack of white, red, and it says black, but it's more of a gray. We're gonna use our white because you can use the white to create a shimmery paint, and it just gives a beautiful effect. So I'm gonna squeeze a little bit out here on my craft sheet. I'm going to get a re-inker. I'm gonna use the Petunia Pop. I'm gonna put 1 drop of ink on it. Boop, just a small one. Don't need much. Then I'm going to get, well, you can tell I've already painted a little bit because the water's a little Petunia Poppy. Going to get an old paintbrush. I'm going to drop some water in it. Now, obviously you can use your water painter for this one. I'm just using a brush I have. I don't know, a little bit of water. I'm gonna eyeball that, mix it up. Gotta smash the Pearlized Enamel Effects. Ooh, yes, I'm gonna add just like 1 more drop of water, I think. Maybe 2. There we go. That's the consistency I'm looking for. So I'm gonna put my water over here so I don't spill it. And we are going to paint our butterfly. Now this is just regular old basic white, okay? And this is just not water. You could obviously use watercolor paper if you want. I found that I really didn't need to. So I'm not super drenching it. So I'm gonna paint my butterfly. That's why you wanted to make sure that the memento was completely dry before you do this. And when it dries, it's going to be so sparkly and beautiful. It is gorgeous. And then we will die cut it because this stamp set does come with dies, so it's a bundle. And it just paints on so beautifully. Now your other option to make something similar to this would be to color the butterfly with your blends and then go over it with Wink of Stella. But this really just makes the whole thing so sparkly and beautiful. I love doing this. We used to have some like shimmery paint, and sometimes I still use that. But this is another way to get the same effect. Okay, now I'm gonna go back on this edge of the wings and make this part just a little bit darker, just to give it some contrast. Now you could use 2 different colors too as well. I'm just sticking with Petunia Pop. Oh, kind of messed up there, but that's all right. Just giving you the idea of how to do it. Okay, and then you would need to wait until this dries to die cut it, right? I'm gonna put this back in my water here. Move this over here, so I'm gonna probably use up the rest of this. So let's move him to the side. All right, so we're gonna get our die out. There it is. Got a lot of stuff over here. All right, so this die fits this butterfly absolutely perfectly. And since I knew it would still be wet when I was demonstrating, I have gone out and cut another one that I've already colored. So let me find that one. And you know what? I think it blew away or flew away. For real, I had him right here. There he is. Whew. Okay. So I've already die cut that out. So you can see how absolutely gorgeous that is. I hope you can see the shimmer. It is just so pretty. Now, of course, if you don't have these, you can get these. But if you don't have these, you can also just color it without the shimmer and add the Wink of Stella. But I think it just gives a really nice overall effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of bending to him so his wings stand up just a tiny bit. And I'm going to put little dimensionals in there. Let's see here. Well, I don't have any little ones right there, but I have the edges of my dimensionals. That will be good enough. Put that right down the center line. There we go. There we go. Oh, I love that. I love that. And we're not done yet. We have to do our inside. So for that, I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 of basic white. And we are going to use these butterflies right here. I didn't mount those yet. So, you know what? I'm just going to put them on the back. No, I don't have a D block right here. I do. Here's one. Huh. There we go. We're going to do it in Petunia Pop. And I think we're going to use second generation. So let me see here. Let's see here. 1, 2. Ooh, we might even use third. 3. Yep, we're using third. Okay, 1, 2, and I'm going to put them down here. So I can still write a little message, but it is light enough that I can write over it. Okay. Put a little bit of glue on my inside. So this will be like a thinking of you card, or I could make it a birthday card. I could make it anything card. It just says dearest friend. So, all right. So there is my insect card using the beautiful sketched butterflies, the the deckled circle dies, and for the dearest friend, it was the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you wish, and be sure to check out all the wonderful demonstrators here on this video hop. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.